Hi everybody, today I'm going to do a demonstration on polyurethane foam, and with that I want you to just look at the physical and chemical changes. Now the things that you're going to be looking for with physical changes is change in state, meaning does it change from a solid to a liquid to gas, or from a solid to a gas, okay? And chemical change would be, is there a gas produced? Is it fizzing? Do I have a new substance? Things like that, okay? So here we go. All right, so the first thing I needed to do is get 20 milliliters of part A, liquid part A for the polyurethane foam. So I'm going to go ahead and pour out 20 milliliters of polyurethane foam, part A. Then it says to add just a few drops of food coloring if desired. And of course, food coloring always makes things better, right? So at that point, I'm going to go ahead and add the food coloring in there, and we are going to pour it into, which might take a few minutes, pour it into one of the see-through cups. Okay. Notice it's like a blood red at this point. You can see this through the graduated cylinder. Now notice that I've got two graduated cylinders here. That way I can wash these when I'm done with the demonstration, not in between each step. I have the funnel. This is for beginner students if you're not sure or not confident in your pouring skills. Okay, set that off to the side. The next thing, I'm going back to my procedure. It says spread paper towels or newspaper on the table, which I've done that. Pour the contents. So pour approximately 20 milliliters of liquid part B into a second disposable cup. So now I've got part B, and I look here, part B, just to double check myself, right? Always double check yourself to make sure, one, that I've given you the right chemical, and two, that you are going to be pouring the right chemical. So notice I need about 20 milliliters. So it's a 50-50 ratio. Okay. So it's a, 1-to-1 ratio. At that point, you've got the same of each. I pour that into the second plastic cup. Notice I'm measuring in my graduated cylinder and then pouring it into whatever container I need. Okay, set that off to the side as well. Now, I've got part A and part B. So now I'm going to pour the contents of the second cup into the cup on the paper towels, and at that point I need to stir thoroughly. So I'm going to just go ahead and get a stirring rod here, and I'm going to add this. Now once I do this, make sure you're looking for signs of a chemical reaction. Notice color change, whether it be physical or chemical, gas bubbles, so forth, so on. I'm just going to mix it up here. Might need a little bit more. Last few drops there at least. So here I'm just mixing it up. Notice it's getting thicker, like a thicker substance. And I'm just going to continually stirring. If you see inside here, notice it's a thick substance. It's actually starting to get hot. Notice, look when I'm stirring, I've got gaps now. All right, so I'm going to take it out, the stirring rod out. And I'm just going to let it sit. This is when you're looking for a chemical reaction, okay? At this point, you're going to notice that the volume is coming up, that the red is not blood red anymore. It's almost a pink, okay? And also, if you look, there's gas bubbles. It's looking like foam now, so that's interesting. My 40 milliliters combined has now taken up half the cup, and it is continuously growing. So at this point, This is wonderful because it is combining and chemically reacting to form a new substance, which is your polyurethane foam. I just love science.